Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to Harmony Portal Tarot Live. Happy Friday, everybody. It's been a good week. Yesterday was my 15-year wedding anniversary, and last night, as a fun, I like to consider it a personal gift, but it was just a gift for humanity, I guess. 21 Pilots' new album, Clancy, dropped, and not only did my husband and I stay up till midnight watching it, the premiere on YouTube, also my 9-year-old son decided he wanted to stay up and watch it all too because both my boys love 21 Pilots, but Wrigley, I think, maybe just more than Boston, just a little, because he was tired, but he's like, I want to stay up and see all of it. And something they've never done before, and a lot of bands don't do, is they released a music video for every single song on the album. And we had 3 music videos for the official stuff that's on the album, the first 3 songs. And then there was an alternate version of a song that they also had yet another music video for that they dropped a music video for a few days ago. But yeah, so all last night and then all this morning, I've just been listening to that album on repeat, and my actual physical copy should be in the mail today, or hopefully, fingers crossed, I get it today, but it's shipped out at least. So it's on its way, and I'm so excited. I love the songs. There's always this fear, what if I don't like their style anymore or whatever? Blew me away. So check it out if you guys are even remotely a fan. This is part of 21 Pilots lore right here. This is Ned. He did not make an official appearance in this album except for the first song, Overcompensate. And it sounds like his role in this whole schema is over, which sad. Ned was cool. So I guess his other role is Ned's bread. It's a funny little thing if you watch the Backslide music video, which is cool. So yeah, and I know most of you probably don't even know who 21 Pilots are, don't even really care. So we're not going to go heavy on the 21 Pilots fangirling over here, but I just wanted to mention I'm in a great mood because when your favorite band finally drops an album after 3 years, it's the best day ever. So it's the best day ever. So excited. And this is the only band, let me just put this out here, since a long time ago, we're talking early 20s, this is the only band that I really give an F about as far as new music. Any other band, I've got other bands I like, but it's if they stopped tomorrow, that's okay. I'm cool with it. If they kept going, dropped another album, that's cool. I'm cool with it. I don't even know a lot of band members' names of other bands that I like, or where they're from, or kind of who they are as people, just as far as what they put out there. But I know as much as a person probably can about 21 Pilots and the lead singer Tyler Joseph and the drummer Josh Dunn, and just where they've been and where they're hoping to go. So I don't know. I just don't get behind a lot of other bands, if any. None that I can think of off the top of my head, besides maybe Nirvana. That was the only real other one. And then don't laugh, but in 1998, my big thing was Hanson. Do you guys remember Hanson? They're still around, by the way, still producing music, but they went kind of more indie, and I still listen to them. There's no, I haven't followed their complete journey from 2003 through whenever it was they left their album, or their album, their label's the word I'm looking for. Yeah. And I guess the other band that I was mutually obsessed with as far as longevity was the Misfits, which is a late 70s. They broke up by the early 80s with the lead singer as Glenn Danzig, and then they never got back with Glenn Danzig as the main singer. But then they reprised some of the stuff with another lead singer called Michael Graves, and after Michael Graves was, and this was in the late 90s into the early 2000s, but I want to say they have yet another lead singer, but Disney bought out the Misfits, whatever label they were on. They are now associated with Disney, so not to say there's anything wrong with Disney per se, as on the surface. If we dig deeper, absolutely there's a lot wrong with Disney, but I'm just saying surface level, not that I have anything against Disney surface level, but I don't know. I just haven't kept up with anything that the Misfits are doing now, if they still are. I don't even know. But we're talking late 70s, early 80s, before I was even born. that's like my era of Misfits that I like got obsessed with and could tell you everything about. Yes. I mean, it's weird because if you actually read the lyrics to their songs and kind of what they stood for, it's all really dark and creepy and gross. But it holds this nostalgia for me that I like. I mean, they have songs called like "I Want Your Skull," "Dig Up Her Bones," "Halloween," all sorts of crazy. The song "Mother," I think a lot of people have heard. Yeah, Glenn Danzig is the singer for that. But I'm gonna stop talking about music now. But oh my gosh, what a good day! What a good day! 21 Pilots' new music is out, and I'm super excited, super pumped. Hello. Let me do some shout outs, and then we're gonna do last few times that we've done this, I've done like just the first 20 people, which we haven't even made it to that many people for free readings, but this time I'm just gonna do the first 20 minutes only. That way, as new people are popping in wanting a reading, we don't have to kind of stop what we're doing. Not that I don't mind doing that, but today I did stay up a little later than I should have. I do have a bit of a headache brewing. It's more of a I didn't get enough sleep and maybe drink enough water later in the day yesterday kind of headache, rather than like, oh, I feel a migraine coming on. I don't feel a migraine coming on, but my neck is still slightly out of whack and alignment. So I kind of want to just stick to the flow of what we have planned. And then thus far, we don't have any donations. So the first person to donate, of course, we will take care of you right after we do all the free one card pulls, first 20 minutes, or I'll be willing to do 20 minutes worth of that. And then we're moving on to either the giveaway if we don't have any donations or whatever donations are coming in. So there we go. All right. So let me do some shout outs. We got Brandy Lynn. We got Linda H. We got Marlene. Damini's here. Hello. Welcome, everybody. So I guess we're just going to jump in and get started with the one card poll. We have 6 people and 1 like on the video. One like. So let's put the number 611, 611. That's a first for us here. We've never done the number 611 that I know of, that I can remember. So put a 611 in the chat. Oh, thank you, Alexa. I appreciate that. 611 in the chat, and I'll take care of you with a free card. Free one card pull today. We're going to start with Linda. And we have cat with intuition. Ooh. So I don't know if you have a cat or there's this cat symbolism in your life right now, but oh, this card is so beautiful. Almost looks to be glowing at the top there. So beautiful. But this really is about trusting your intuition coming up. There's something about this good, like gut instinct or gut feeling. And we know, Linda, you've got a really great intuition. I can tell. So just really trusting that, leaning into it even more is really going to benefit you here in the coming days and weeks. All right, Brandy Lynn. Let's get Brandy Lynn a card. What does Brandy Lynn need to know right now? We have Chameleon with Change. And I just heard the song Change, Changes. I think they played that in Shrek, correct me if I'm wrong. But they also played it in, oh gosh, it's one of those Lindsay Lohan movies where she was like, it was pretty much half musical. Oh gosh, she's a new girl, I think. Not Mean Girls. It's not Confessions of a Shopaholic. That's something else. Oh, does anyone remember the name of that movie? But that movie, for some reason, I need to know it for Brandy Lynn's message. It's like she's this, yeah, such a soundtrack song, right? I think she's like trying out for the School Musical or something. I don't remember. But it's probably easily Googleable if you don't know what it is, Brandy Lynn. But that's that movie or that show, and it seems to where she starts out as like a very superficial character, but increases in depth as the show goes on. So there might be something you're doing to change to go from very superficial, not you yourself, but like something in your life is very superficial right now that's going to have much deeper meaning or nuance to it eventually through these changes. All right, so I hope that resonated for you, Brandy Lynn. Damini, ooh, okay, we got a lot going on, but this one also came out yet again, Changes, and then the top card of this stack that fell out is Peacock with Prosperity. So, Damini, there's some changes in your income, your prosperity, your abundance, or changes or shifts you are making to feel more abundant, more prosperous. And something I'm actually seeing for you, which doesn't, I mean, it does align, I guess, with the message, but it's not like the most glaring message. Yes, Teenage Drama Queen. I knew like the word confessions was in it, but I couldn't remember what it was called. Thank you, Jamie Wilson, for the heads up on that. So if Brandy Lynn has never heard of that, you can either watch it or look up stuff about it. Yeah, drama queen. I knew she was very dramatic and over the top, trying out for something. But yes, demeaning. This is the meaning I'm getting for this is, and again, normally this isn't the most glaring message to come out of this combination, but what I'm getting is it's almost like you are uncovering the dust or dirt around the treasures to make the treasures stand out. And a great example I could use is this room. If I were to clear the clutter, deep clean, do all the dusting and all the things, which, I mean, come on now. I need to water my plants. They're out of water. And they're showing it too. Look at that. That is sad. It's like, getting in and revitalizing the space. So maybe you are doing some deep cleaning. And there's this thing called hushing a room. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but this, for some reason, is coming out for you, Damini. And I know this is kind of a lingering message, but I got to get it out. So what you do is to hush a room, is you take every single thing out of that room except maybe the bigger furniture. But if you can even take the bigger furniture out of the room, try to do that. And then for 24 hours, and of course you can move it to somewhere else, but nothing can be remained in the room if possible. And then you hush the room for 24 hours, meaning nothing goes back in. And you just kind of reacclimate yourself to the space as a blank canvas. Then you can also do all the deep cleaning and things if you want, carpet cleaning or, literally washing the walls, getting all the ceiling fans and the, window sills and nooks and crannies. And then you start to bring things back in, but you're only bringing in the things that feel right with this now completely revitalized, re-energized space. And of course you can even like smoke cleanse or, use your magic to clean the air and the space as well. But then you're only putting back in the things that should be in this space. And you'll kind of intuitively be able to feel like, do I even need this old poster anymore? I don't think so. I don't think it resonates with me anymore. Out you go. And of course, if you want to do this in every room in your house or if you only have a bedroom or whatever it is, whatever the space you're working with, even if you are, say working with a room that's small like this, but maybe you're just hushing one bookcase. You're pulling everything off that bookcase. We don't have to do a whole room. We can start small and just do like a desktop or a closet or a drawer if we want to start super micro small. The first part of the drawer, then the last part of the drawer, something like this. But this really going to help you actually make room or create space, energetically speaking, for more prosperity in your life, Damini. Oh, you deleted old unwanted 1,000 pictures from the gallery. Yes. See, you're already doing it. So yeah, it's actually helping you like jumpstart to cleanse this energy to allow for that prosperity to start coming in, new opportunities, abundance. It's going to start rolling in to now take up the space that this just kind of old and stagnant energy is taking up. So you're already feeling into it intuitively. I love that. Sorry that message went on a little long, but I think we needed to. I think we needed it. And I think that message can benefit a lot of us, not just Damini. So there we go. All right, next on the list, Marlene. Let's get Marlene a message. All right, Marlene. What does Marlene need to know in alignment with her true spirit? And we have here Tiger with will. So this is about having that willpower to be able to push through, or if there's something you really want to happen, but you just feel this lack of motivation. That's the thing is one thing they say, I don't know if I feel like preaching. I'm on my soapbox today, but it's coming through. So here we go. A lot of times people don't get that feeling of motivation and then start going to do something. It's usually you kind of just drag your feet, and I won't say force. Force is such a nasty word for what I'm trying to convey here, but almost like you get up and you kind of make yourself just get in motion with something like, oh my gosh, I gotta completely declutter this closet, or whatever it is. Even just thinking about it is overwhelming. So sometimes instead of just thinking about it and trying to like put some, pump up the jam and get yourself like psyched up to do it, instead just get up without thinking too much about it and start pulling stuff out of that closet, or whatever the task at hand is that you need this will to get you going. And as you gain this, take these actions and gain the momentum toward whatever it is you're working toward, that's when the motivation will start to like kind of come up and ride shotgun with you, is once you already have, started the car, put it in drive, and put your foot on the gas, ready to go. And I know that's usually the hardest part of it all, is just starting. For some of us, that's the hardest hurdle to overcome, is just getting started. So you're going to be getting started very soon, Marlene. And you're going to be really excited about the progress you're seeing for yourself. All right. Up next, we have somebody. We have somebody. Who's next? We have Jamie. Let's get Jamie Wilson a card in alignment with her true spirit. What does she need to know today? Ooh, we have the cat as well, just like Linda had, with intuition, trusting that intuition. And there's something about a visit from a cat. Like this could even be a spirit cat or a spiritual visit, a dream about a cat, maybe even a cat from your past. It's returning like in spirit though. It feels very spirit rather than like a physical cat. But if you've been seeing a lot of physical cats or been thinking about getting a cat or something, there's something very intuitively linked. Because to me, Jamie, cats feel very much like a familiar to you as far as being that like almost like spirit animal in the flesh. When you do have an actual cat in your life, they act almost as like a protector, a guide, just like a familiar, you know? They're very beneficial to you, and they even amplify your own intuition when you have cats around you. Very cool. Very cool. All right, Michelle. Let's give Michelle a message. Anything Michelle needs to know in alignment with her true spirit. And here we go. We have the beaver with work. And I just heard that song, something, work, work, work. Na, 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 na. I don't know the lyrics, but it's a more recent, I'd say, with at least in the last 7 to 5 to more recent years, if I'm remembering correctly. I don't even know who that is that sings that, but I'm hearing that in my head. So it's almost like you're kind of putting your head to the grindstone kind of thing, and you're ready to put in some work because you're closing out a cycle with this 27 here. And 2 is about maybe collaborating or having a partner, or kind of what's it called when you are, oh gosh, I just had the word and I just left. When you are kind of buddying up with somebody to kind of, even if you're working on 2 different things, it kind of just gives you that motivation, kind of like Brandy Lynn and I do with our writing. It gives you that motivation, like accountability partner kind of thing. So even if you and somebody else are like having completely different goals, but sometimes just meeting up about your goals, even if they have nothing to do with the other person's goals, you have like a built-in cheerleader, and you have somebody who's kind of going to hold you accountable. I mean, like if you fail or don't do what you said you were going to do, they're not going to come to your house and like hunt you down or anything. But I see you maybe working in tandem with somebody, but there's also a very spiritual element here with the 7. So working together with someone or getting that motivation by partnering up with someone somehow, Michelle, and then using your spiritual abilities or gifts are going to help you close out a certain cycle that you've been really ready and willing to close out. And specifically about work, we have that word work, but also putting in the work, putting in the effort, and that next job, that next project, that next relationship, whatever it is you're, striving for, is going to find you. All right. Here we go. Let's see. 611 for Florence. Let's give Florence a card. What does Florence need to know in alignment with her true spirit? And we have here GOAT with reliability. So this really is about not only being that reliable accountability person for somebody else, like being that loyal person for someone else. This is about you being reliable to yourself. And this is a place I constantly still to this day at age 42 fall short all the time. It's about being reliable to myself and holding myself accountable. And instead of, saying I'm going to do something and then I'm like, oh, I don't really feel like it, so it's fine, I'll just do it tomorrow. Well, I just let myself down. I wasn't reliable to myself. So I really see you becoming and almost holding yourself accountable to be more reliable for yourself, Florence. And it's actually going to pay off big time because we have the number 19 there. So 1 is about that new beginning. 9 is about closing out the cycle, but then you close out the 9 and the 1. 9 plus 1 is 10, new beginning. So you might even see a new beginning on the horizon before you've closed out some old chapters, old cycles, old limiting beliefs, old ways you used to show up for yourself. That's going to get you really excited for this new opportunity or new beginning. And I just got this rush of excitement, Florence. So there's something really big coming, but you're closing out certain things first. All right. Alexa, let's get you a card, my dear. All right, Alexa, what does Alexa need to know in alignment with her true spirit? And we have here the shark card with purpose. So there's a big part of your life purpose that's coming from the depths. We have this shark here swimming with this mermaid. Something about your purpose that's arriving from the depths of your spirit, or, it felt very, very, very unattainable, unreachable before. That's going to be very easy to grasp because it's now seeing the light. We can see that sunlight filtering down. But I see with the shark here, not only is it about your purpose, there's this protective force or element around you, Alexa, as you step into this more purposeful path for yourself. So, unlocking this new purpose, there may even be certain things you're closing out with that 36 because that adds up to a 9, closing out cycles. But the number 9 in and of itself is about a sense of purpose. It's a very spiritual number in and of itself, much like the 7, but there's a very fire driven purpose behind the 9 that the 7th doesn't have in the more material world that you're bringing to the table here. Very cool, Alexa. Awesome. Oh, you heard a cat meowing last night. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're lacking motivation right now. I am in so many areas, but then in other areas, I feel like I'm like ready to go so much. But then in other areas, I'm like, oh, I really should do that. But like, I don't want to. Like getting my house like decluttered again. We're just drowning in clothing, man. There's so many clothes that I know my oldest has grown out of that I can't quite yet get rid of because my youngest loves the hand-me-down situation. He loves it. And a lot of now my 13-year-old, he's not as hard on his clothes as he was when he was little. So a lot of the stuff that he's growing out of, we actually can keep and set aside for my younger son. And right now I have a whole big pile on top of my washer that I know one boy has grown out of, the other's going to grow into, and then the younger boy has grown out of that I need to donate or get rid of. And it's all just closing in on me. And I know that's going to be priority 1, I think, once school's out, baseball's over, jump into the laundry situation. And then also their bedroom. The boys' bedroom has completely gone off the rails, or organizationally speaking, it's just, I mean, it's not like dirty with disgusting things in there or anything, but it's just very cluttered and like, you know, the underwear is mixed in with the shirts and the pants, and it's a whole thing. Like, we need to get organized. All right, so I feel you on that, Marlene. Let's see, did I skip anyone? Okay, I think we're trucking right along. Jessica Lynn, let's get you a card, my dear. Jessica Lynn. Rihanna, I wanted to say Rihanna. I was picturing her face, but I didn't want to look dumb because I didn't know for sure. Okay, that makes sense. And you're most welcome, Michelle. Maybe that can be your theme song for the next foreseeable future, Michelle, is just to something, work, da, 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 da. Like, again, I don't know the lyrics, but the work part really stands out. So there it is. Jessica Lynn, in alignment with your true spirit. Hi, Tanya. Put a 611 if you haven't already in the chat, if you're just joining us for a free card pull. Yes. Jessica Lynn, in alignment with her true spirit. What does she need to know? Dolphin with happiness, and it's such a happy day. I don't know if you were here earlier when I was talking about 21 Pilots dropping their new album last night, but technically on the East Coast it was this morning, very early this morning, and I'm obsessed. I love it. So I'm in this like happy zone, happy mode today, and with the Dolphin happiness, there's something coming in for you very soon that you're going to be really happy about, something that's really going to get you pumped up, excited, ready to be motivated toward your goals, your desires, your wishes, just good times all around, joy, happiness, abundance, all these good things are rolling in. And with that number 42 there, this is about balance. This is about adding up to a 6 here. Balance is coming. You're creating balance, but it's almost like the universe or the outside circumstances are working with you to be able to balance work and play, alone time and time spent with friends and family and those that are near and dear, time to focus on just vegging out and being a human, and then more other balanced time to focus on the things that you feel are elevating you or leveling you up in some way. So there's this element of balance. It's really going to bring some happiness into your life. All right, that was for Jessica Lynn. Narissa C, let's get you a card, my dear. Welcome, welcome. In alignment with Narissa's true spirit, what does she need to know? And we have Swan with beauty. And I just heard aesthetics. So there's something that you are aesthetically looking at or examining or reconfiguring in your life, Narissa. This could even be like a glow up or a makeover that you're doing for yourself, or you're just kind of feeling stale, stagnant with certain elements of your wardrobe or the way you do your hair or fix your makeup, or maybe lack thereof. You haven't been doing some of these things and you're ready to just kind of revamp your style, revamp your aesthetics. This can also go for your car, your home, doing some deep cleaning, decluttering, purging to bring that beauty to the forefront with the Swan energy here. And then the 20, there might even be like somebody you're working in tandem with or somebody you're trying to impress. You know, a lot of times when we have a crush on someone or we meet a new friend, it's like we want to be better. We want to become the best version of ourselves. So there might be a motivation because of an outside force, meaning another person, that you're feeling all sorts of inspired to, get your hair did, get your nails did, clean up your act in some way. It could even be more emotionally or energetically or mentally that you're wanting to just clean and declutter and just feel more light and buoyant. All right. So who else do we have? Who else? Let's see. It's exactly what's going on with me right now. Thank you. Love you. I love you too. And I'm so glad it resonated for you. Tanya, let's get you a card, Tanya. All right, Tanya, let's go. What does Tanya need to know? In alignment with her true spirit, we have fruit bat and the flying fox with kindness. And the number 12. So the number 12 adds up to a 3, which is all about being creative. So it's like people being kind to you, or you feeling this need to just express kindness and love to other people as well. But there's a very creative element to it. It's like almost like trying on new hats or new styles, or this could even be like home project related or something outside. Technically they are outside in this card, but I don't know if you are literally growing a garden or kind of plotting out for like a future garden plot or place on your land for a garden. But it feels like almost like nature, especially on the property that you now have, is working very close with you and your energy to make your life better in some way. And it almost feels like the world is a little bit kinder when you're kind of in your own like kind of homestead bubble than when you're just out and about in the greater population. But yeah, you're going to just see that people are acting a little more kind toward you, and you're just feeling this need to be even more generous and giving and kind to those in your life. You already are, but like amplified. All right, Amanda F. Let's get your card, my dear. All right, Amanda F. What does she need to know in alignment with her true spirit? And we have here the hyena with fear, and the number 38, which adds up to an 11. There's big changes coming because this is almost like that dualistic kind of energy of the Matrix versus the true original blueprint here. So Amanda F., it's almost like you're hopping timelines and deciding to leave certain fears, limiting beliefs, lack mentalities, just feelings of unworthiness that, you get from yourself, or other people kind of give that vibe like they feel like you're unworthy to their energy. It's like you're leaving certain things behind to be part more of this like more Eden looking or paradise looking timeline. You're leaving a lot of lacks, fears. Just like the word lack keeps coming up. You're leaving this behind, and you're finding creative solutions to be able to move forward, that combination of the 38, and maybe even working with a group of other people, because a lot of times, yes, there is a lot we can do just on our own, but when we can come together, especially in the power of like when as 3 or more people gather for a greater good or a specific reason, setting very clear intentions, that energy gets amplified so great. And so I don't know if you're finding like this like tribe of people in your life, Amanda, or what it is, but it is like lifting you out of this fear, this lack mentality, this limiting belief territory into something much more Eden-like again. So awesome. Pika Lee. Hello, Pika Lee. Sneaking the stream while working. I love it. All right, Pika Lee, let's get you a card. The same card. Wow. But this, I'm getting a slightly different message for you though. This really is about the same situation. You can see it from 2 completely different ways. It seems to me though, if there are times you go kind of more into this darker, more fear-based, like lack mentality, like I'm never going to be able to do this, or this will never happen. It's almost like you can stop. It's like, let me stop you right there. Like you're interrupting that thought process. Like, let me stop you right there. No. There's proof all over the place that this is what's meant for me. So it's almost like you're kind of reframing your own thought process, or, the thoughts that feel like you, a lot of times aren't even you. You're the observer of those thoughts. So it's almost like you're stopping the train and saying, no, let me just stop you right there. We're focused on the beauty, not this lack, because the truth is this is a very abundant, rich planet. It's just that illusion of lack, because so many certain people are hoarding a lot of the resources and the accolades and the goodness. And a lot of other people are experiencing, just the bare bones, bare minimum of life. That doesn't mean that abundance doesn't exist. It just means it may be unattainable, out of reach, vibrationally speaking, the fact that maybe certain people are incarnating in certain areas in the world or in certain, like family lines or something. And it might even be completely out of those people's control. But you are finding a way to shift your thoughts to observe, where one person across the office is seeing this reality, you're seeing this reality. And you're really, really strong and powerful about just being able to like, no. Let me stop you right there. Thoughts, no more spiraling. This is the reality of it. We're going this direction. It's much more positive. And it's not in a spiritually bypassy way. It's very logical, but yet also intuitive. It's like you're merging the two somehow. All right, so I think that's it. Last call. Put a 611 in the chat for a free card, and then we're moving on to the giveaway because we don't have any donations today. So we're moving right into the giveaway. All right, Amber A. Right on point. You're so welcome, Jessica Lynn. You're so welcome. Everybody else as well that said thank you throughout all the chat here. All right. Amber A, in alignment with your true spirit, what do you need to know, my dear? And we have the polar bear with ancestors. Wow. Almost that message we were getting with Pika Lee. It's like, yeah, maybe just certain family generational curses or traumas, wounds that have been passed down the generations. It's like you're freezing out. You're freezing out certain limiting beliefs, lack mentalities, traumas, wounds, baggage. You're saying, no, the buck stops with me. I'm not passing this on to the next generation or continuing to live, even in my own generation as me, in these negative loops or traumas or wounds. Not completely denying that these things weren't a problem or didn't exist, but it's like you're pushing through, you're peeling them off of your kind of authenticity or who you truly are and not accepting them as your truth. Yeah, freezing that ish out. Let's do it. I love it. But you're going to be working really diligently on, because we have the 26, which adds up to an 8, which is about taking action. You're taking action. Maybe you're even looking up some of your family tree or family history, and it's going to help put certain puzzle pieces together for you. All right, Andromeda, let's get you a message from your true spirit. What do you need to know, my dear? Swan with beauty. Wow. And this is just seeing the beauty in everyday things. And it's very interesting how she is almost like blindfolded. And she kind of, in a way, reminds me, like looks-wise, of Amy Schumer. I don't know if you guys know who that is. But yeah, it's like she's a comedian and she may see things in a very funny or different way than your average person. But it's like she takes a bad situation and makes it funny. Or, it's like if we don't laugh, we cry. So there might be some things going on in your life that you're trying to see the beauty even in the pain or the chaos. And that's really going to serve you, actually, especially where there's another person concerned. And this is not to just, be codependent or allow this person to walk all over you and you just try to see the beauty in them. I'm not seeing it like that, but it's almost like you see the beauty in certain people and give them grace to where they can live up to certain expectations. And then vice versa also for yourself. It's like a lot of times we hold everybody else to this very low standard. Like they almost can do no wrong. And if they do, we'll forgive them anyway. But like the second we mess up or slip up, we're like, off with your head. How dare you? So it's almost like you're giving yourself some grace here as well, Andromeda. All right. Oh, the 26th is your birthday too, January 26th. Well, happy, very belated birthday at this point. But yes, oh my goodness, that's cool. Yeah, I see the number 28 everywhere, and I'm April 28th. So yeah, and your birth number, so 2 + 6, that is 8, and that does resonate with being able to take really big actions in the physical reality in this life for you. But there's also this element of purpose behind the number 8 as well. Like there's a purpose behind attaining wealth or taking action on something. And that is your year too. Oh, cool. I love it. All right. So let's see. I think we have reached the end of our 1-card pull and no donations yet. So let's get into our giveaway. So we're going to be using the Dame Darcy Mermaid Tarot today. Okay, 2 false starts. So whoever wins, we're going to get into some false start stuff, but a big breakthrough's coming for whoever wins. 3rd false start. 4th false start. Come on. What is going on? There it is. Okay. Okay, I see what's going on here. All right, yeah, just start guessing. Feel free to just start guessing. Here we go. Or if you intuitively feel in, whatever works for you. We don't even know yet. We don't even know yet, but we do. We do. Ooh, I love it. Okay. Does anyone have this one yet? I don't think so. I saw something real close to this one, though. All right. So I'm going to let you guys run away with it for a moment. And if we're not getting it, I will narrow it down. So no worries. Just double check we didn't get it yet. Not that I'm seeing, but oh, so close, so close. A couple people have come right close. Okay. I always feel weird when there's like a silence on my end. All right, it's a cups. It's a cups card. It's in the suit of cups. Ace all the way through King of Cups. Queen of Cups. Amanda F., you have won. You have won today. You've won. You're the first one I see with the answer. Queen of Cups. All right, Amanda F., go ahead and post your question. What do you want to know today? And I realized right as I closed my laptop after the last live stream that I did not do the drawing winner reading on last live stream. So we're going to do that before we close out today. We're still pulling a winner today as well. So we're going to do 2 drawing winner timestamps today, or, you know, if the person who wins today is here, of course, we'll just do that live. We're going to do it live anyway, but you know what I mean. I think you know what I mean. All right. So go ahead and post your question. And then everybody else who's here, put a 333 in the chat, and I will write your name on a slip of paper and enter you into our perpetual drawing bag. She's getting full. Doesn't look like that too much, but yeah, it's getting pretty full. We're all evened out about to here. So still a lot of room, I guess, but if we're going to want to be able to move things around real well. All right. So let's first write everyone's name out, and then I'll show you me putting them into the bag. So Damini, let's get you on a paper here. And next we have Pika Lee. Pen is slipping. Sorry about that. Okay, Andromeda. And I don't know that I've seen you here yet before, Andromeda. So if we do not pull your name out of the hat today, it will still be in here. And that doesn't mean that you have to attend and watch every single live stream to see if you won. If you get pulled out of the hat and you're not here, I will leave a comment with the timestamp, the drawing winner with your name if you won, and then the timestamp to go directly to your reading. So the only, I guess, bit of homework for you if you can't make every live stream would just be to click on each live stream that you miss and just check that top comment that I pin to see if your name is under the drawing winner and timestamp there. And if it is, click right to it, and there it is. All right, so who else? Hello, Rosie. Welcome. It's been a minute since I've seen you, and we're going to get right into your donation here very soon. But let me see. So we got Damini, Andromeda was the last one I wrote out. Linda H., let's get you on the board here. And my handwriting is atrocious today, but that's okay. I can still read it. That's all that matters. Tanya. And I got to cut some new papers, where are my papers? I don't see my little pad of paper, so I'm going to have to improvise and get some new papers. Not with this background, this colorful background that we normally have, but that's okay. They're going to be different. Okay, so I'm just going to try my hand here at cutting some strips. Maybe a little shorter. Maybe I can do this. I'll do this way. Sorry, stand by while I cut some new strips of paper out for new names. And then we will have these for next time as well. Okay. So how many more do I need to write? So we got Tanya, now Brandy Lynn. Okay, and anyone else? Marlene. And Amber A. Let's bring these over here. And Amanda F. Let's get you on there. And Jose Andres. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Welcome, welcome. Oh, no, not Jose. I'm reading now. H-O-A-O. O-A-O. Okay, I'm just going to start that one over because I wrote Jose first. All right, let's get it correct. J-O-A-O. Still messed it up. A-N-D-R-E-Z. Okay, and I think that's it. Did I miss anybody? Okay, let's add everybody to the bag. We've got Tanya Killam. We've got, again, I'm probably butchering your name, Andres. Amanda F. Amber A. We've got Marlene. We've got Andromeda. Brandy Lynn. Pika Lee. Linda H. And Damini. All right, here we go. We're gonna shake it up. Really stir it around and do some counterclockwise as well. Here we go. We got one. Today's winner is Pika Lee, but this is from a while back because I used my lighter orange pen today. So Pika Lee, you have won. All right, so we've got Kalite and Pika Lee to do little shorter readings for, and of course, let's get into really quick Amanda F's question she has for her giveaway winning. So congrats on winning the giveaway, and congrats to Pika Lee for winning today's drawing. All right, so is there a specific healing modality I should be focusing on beyond what I have been working on? All right. So the fact that we started this whole kind of giveaway off with kind of a bunch of false starts, trying to even shuffle the cards, I was trying to look for the word. There might have been, it might be that, you know, you are very intuitive. Let's just start there because Queen of Cups is the card you select this, you know, to win the reading, win the drawing. So you're very intuitive, and you might have gone back and forth, like maybe I should look into Reiki, maybe I should look into this other thing. So you've probably gone back and forth on certain things, or maybe you're even still wondering, you know, is there a healing modality I've never heard of that I can, you know, what do I need to know? So yes, let's tune in. We'll start with the devil. Yeah, again, with that back and forth, you know, am I even powerful enough to heal anybody? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. But there's the doubt, you know, the doubt's always there when we're in this human meat suit. It creeps in usually relatively easily. But yes, you absolutely have massive healing abilities. And let me just pose you an example that I use a lot. Okay. So you specifically, Amanda F., if you have ever cut yourself or had a broken bone or hurt yourself in a pretty significant way, think of the most significant, you know, injury or whatever you've ever had. Now think back. Did you recover? Did you heal? Yes, maybe there's a scar. Maybe, you know, you have still deal with some repercussions of having that injury to begin with. But relatively, most likely you have healed. Okay, so your body has that innate intelligence of healing already built in without you really having to put any intention in or do anything. But think of it this way. If you can take that healing ability your body already has and actually put intention and your spiritual love behind it, it amplifies it even crazier. So let's tune in to see, is there a specific? Yes. Yes, and it's maybe even falling right into your lap. We have the Fool. So this to me doesn't feel like a modality that you can go take a certification or get a course or whatever to have that stamp of approval that, oh, Amanda F can heal in this type of modality. This is just you using your literal intuition, cutting through all the, doubt and, oh, but can I? Am I powerful? Cutting through all of that, trusting your intuition, and just allowing your intuition to guide you in the best way to heal yourself and to help heal others. Because all healing is self-healing, but of course, when we go to a doctor to get that bone set or that, stitches with the, whatever, we have that healer in and of themselves facilitating our healing journey. So it's like you're the facilitator, and then whoever it is you're healing or working on is doing the healing, but you're facilitating the healing. Does that make sense? So it's like you're finding a new way, or just the way of your spirit to be able to heal. And there's no specific training that needs to happen. It's just you tuning in. But here's the deal. You can learn Reiki. You can learn candle magic. You can learn, quantum healing hypnosis. There's all sorts of different healing modalities out there that you can borrow from or lend, that can lend to your own spiritual healing journey. But let's just see, as far as Amanda's focus on any specific healing modality or just the one of her true spirit, what does she need to know about this? Four of Pentacles. So it's about, this is the most dualistic card in the deck, and the king of duality, the devil, is right here. So it's like you can take this real small, or you can run with this and make it a big thing and really see the power of your healing abilities. It's basically about trusting your own self and maybe even just calling on that source of power from the infinite creator that comes through your true spirit to help bring this healing earth side, right? So yeah, that's what you're working on is, and again, let's just see if there's any specific modality that's out there that you can get certified or have a title with that could help Amanda in implementing her own spirit energy healing. Four of Swords. It's interesting because it's usually about rest, taking a break. So yes, you can borrow and utilize things from all sorts of modalities, but the biggest, most potent source you're getting it from is you just stepping away from all the noise out there and just relaxing, resting, and even just setting that intention that whatever this healing modality, this power you feel coming into your physical body that is healing power, but like, how do I use it? Trust that intuition and allow your body that rest, that more divine feminine energy of just being receptive to the energy to guide you. And I know that's kind of a non-answer here, but it's just, you're that powerful that you can make anything happen if you believe enough. And I know that sounds very woo-woo, very out there, but like, it's so true. That's why they work so hard in a lot of the school system curriculums to, especially like in elementary school, it may look like they are facilitating or aiding in like that energetic, imaginative process, but they're teaching people to think in very small boxes is what they're doing ultimately. And if you can kind of reverse engineer and think your way back out of the box, or, feel your way, better yet, feel your way back out of that box, there is no stopping you. And I cannot remember, it was the guy, I cannot remember the name of the book. Now I'm trying to think. Wasn't How to Win Friends and Influence People, but it was a book sort of like that. Might have been like The Millionaire Mindset, but it was written way, way back. And this guy that wrote the book, his son was born deaf, and his actual ear mechanism, like literally physically, wasn't equipped to ever hear. But yet he treated this boy as if he could hear, and the boy could hear. I can't remember the name of the book, darn it. But it's because this boy never learned that it wasn't a potential or possibility for him to acquire or be brainwashed with those limiting beliefs that helped him completely bypass any kind of limiting beliefs because that belief wasn't even there to begin with. And, we as a society have been very heavily programmed to, wait for some savior to come and get us, in a lot of the religions, or, to only go this far in life and just be comfortable living the American dream, or only work these kind of jobs, or only act this kind of way. If we didn't have all these limits or programs or systems put in place, this would look like a much different world. And you're learning this with this healing ability. You're just finding new ways that you don't even really need to define it, Amanda. It's really cool. All right. So, yeah, healing is rest from flu to broken bones. Right. Yes, absolutely. You're so welcome, Amanda. Absolutely. And her message really can resonate with all of us because we just have to remember who we truly are before all the programming, the brainwashing, the systematic put us in box approach to life that we've all become very accustomed to. So yeah, there we go. All right, Pika-Lee, you're here. So let's get into what Pika-Lee needs to know. We're actually going to pull 2 cards. I'm hearing one from this deck and one from the Spirit Animal deck. Okay, for your reading. What you need to know, 9 of Cups. There's some wish fulfillment, recognition, reward coming in hot. Anything else Pika-Lee needs to know about this message? Just 9 of Cups or anything else in addition. And power. Wow, with the deer. The deer spirit animal. And then number 11 adds up to, 1 plus 1 is 2. But that's a master number, 11. And it's like that twin flame, if we want to get all new agey or whatever. Twin flame energy, right? But wish fulfillment, partnership, wish fulfillment, but you have more power to bring this person in or to call this person in. And it's not by you trying to find the best place to find this person or whatever it is. This is just about you realizing you already are your own twin flame, your own soulmate, your own whatever. And you can love yourself on those deep levels so much that you loving yourself on those levels will be bringing someone in eventually. Again, we don't know the timing, but let's just see. We do have a timing oracle deck that was gifted to me by my dear friend for my birthday, so we're going to get into it. Just see any timing of the arrival of this next love, this next relationship that's most truly in alignment with Pika-Lee for her greatest happiness. Well, at the very last minute, you're going to know at the very last minute. Let's just try for one more card. Timing of this event of meeting this person. Maybe you already know them. But the autumn time. When the leaves begin to change, someone or something needs to be released, purging old energies, transformation, death, and rebirth. Yeah, and a lot of times we do have to release or let go of the old before we can make way for that new. So there could be some cord you're cutting with some past connections. And here's the thing I always say, and I'm sure you've heard me say this before, Pika-Lee, you've been around long enough to know that just because we cut a cord with someone doesn't mean we're cutting that person out of our lives for good. We may be cutting out old cycles or traumas, resentments, wounds that have built up in that connection to kind of clean slate to where if this person does cycle back around somehow, it's like a clean slate, new beginning energy. Or at the very least, you're not falling directly into these deep ruts of the old ways of operating in this relationship. But it also clearing and cutting away all of that old energy from past loves, both requited love and unrequited love. I mean, this can include crushes on celebrities, neighbors, coworkers. There's people that maybe never even knew you liked them. You never even told them. Even just cutting away that debris can really help make room for your true love, Yeah, totally agree. Totally feeling this. Oh, wow, she says. And then from the 1st to the 15th of the month in the autumn, but it's like you're realizing it at the very last minute. And then be sure to consider what's best for everyone involved in the situation. But we do have a family here, family walking in silhouette. Like, we don't want to spoil the surprise, but this could be part of your future. Very cool. Very cool. I love it. Congrats again on your drawing win today, Pika-Lee. And I am now going to timestamp for Kalite. And then we're going to be getting into Rosie. Rosie has donated here. So let's go ahead and post a question, Rosie, and we're going to do a reading for you right after we get Kalite's message. So 5438 for Kalite. And you won the drawing. last live stream, but I was in La La Land, I guess, and I never did pull your cards. I totally just spaced it at the end. So we're gonna do it at the beginning of this. Well, it's not very beginning anymore. We're an hour in almost. We're gonna do it during this live stream for you right now. So I will hope you find this. I hope you find this, Kalite. But if you want to see me actually pulling your name out of the hat, you'll have to go toward the end of the previous live stream to this one. So the very most recent one to this one. And watch me pull your name out of the hat if you want to see that happen. But just trust, I did pull your name out of the hat, and we're doing it today. So here we go. A message for Kalite. What does Kalite need to know? And we have here the Four of Swords. So there's some rest, relaxation, healing, recuperation that you're doing. It feels more energetic, but also there is a physical element to it. But let's see what else is going on with this for Kalite's message. Anything else she needs to know in alignment with her true spirit? Armadillo with groundedness. Okay, that is where the physical comes in. Yep. This is about being physically grounded so that you can integrate all this healing, this rest that is very needed in your life. And it does, again, feel more energetic, but there's that physical element is grounding in the physical reality can really allow a lot of this healing to come in. So getting out in nature, maybe just lounging in the sun or in the shade, whatever resonates most. But we do have a very full, bright sun here in this card. So if you're doing, sunbathing or sun gazing or any of the sun things, do it, in the very safe times, in the very safe ways, because we know midday sun exposure can be pretty scary. If you look like I look, it's not easy to be out in the sun midday and come away not looking like a lobster. So I play it very smart, and I've actually made an arrangement with the sun, like an intention I've set and a communication that we have back and forth that as long as I respect your power to burn me and hurt me, if I don't respect your power, can you just not burn me if I respect that? And I think I've had a very faint sunburn last year, but it's been probably 7-8 years since I've had a full-on, oh my God, what did I do to myself sunburn? And I used to get those all the time. And as a kid, I was just not even trying to not get a sunburn. I just lived outside pretty much in the summer, and I loved it. I didn't love the sunburn, but I love being outside. And it shows because I would just get burned, and then I'd have to peel, I'd have skin peeling off my shoulders, my nose, my face, my back. Oh, it's gross. But yes, be very safe about any sun exposure. But the number 7 here, there's a very spiritual element to what you're gaining and attaining through this rest recuperation period coming up for you, Kalite. So very cool. Could even be a vacation, because when I think summer vacation. So maybe you're planning it doesn't feel like this big, intense, adventurous vacation. It feels very low key. Could even be a staycation where you're staying home, but you're just turning off all your devices. You're telling people, hey, I'm on staycation. Don't bother me. And just recuperating and relaxing. Maybe you're reading a good book or finally getting to that project you've been putting on the back burner that lights you up and makes you feel good. But it is restorative. It's relaxing. It's resting. It's not like all gung-ho go, get out there and go. It's more low-key, laid-back kind of energy, Kalite. So I hope that resonated for you, my dear. All right. So Rosie, dear Rosie, thanks again for your donation. And go ahead and post your question. If you had one, you just wrote hi here, but I want to do a reading for you if you're around, because that was a very generous donation of you. So let me know. I'm gonna take a quick drink of water. My dogs are out back barking, and usually a dog bark, oracle card wise or sign symbol synchronicity wise, it's about a warning. Not bad warning. I'm not saying it's bad warning, but more just okay, there's something coming up. So this feels like a collective message coming through while we wait for Rosie to post a question. What is this collective message my dogs are trying to convey to our chat right now and on the replay? Let's skip the ad because, I don't want to end the stream. Stop it. Skip ad. I say no ads, but YouTube tries to put them in all the time anyway. So what is this warning or this kind of heads up energy Spirit is trying to convey for us watching now and on the replay? Ooh, we have Meerkat with responsibility. I'm hearing also not drop the ball. Don't drop the ball. We have the number 16, which is the Tower card. So there's a Tower moment. I know no one wants to hear this, but it's not that bad. I promise it's not that bad. there's a tower moment coming up where you're going to have to be taking more responsibility, but it feels like self-responsibility. It feels like a very self or internal tower moment or something that's slightly minor, but because you're heeding the warning, it doesn't completely need to fall. Yeah, and nature, yes. And it feels very natural here. Like taking responsibility, like all of these animals coming together. We've got predators and prey all kind of hanging out together. We've got that white tiger. A lot of these, look at a lot of these animals are on the lighter side, even if they do have like the darker stripes. To me, like especially the white tiger is usually a more like rare tiger, rare event, rare. And then they have like the white buffalo that are like 1 in a million chance a white buffalo's born. And I think it was 2018. The herd of buffalo here in my town actually had a white buffalo, and they actually had to take the buffalo off premises. And one of the Indian tribes around here, I don't mean any disrespect calling them Indian tribes. They still call it around here like Indian reservation. And I know it's more Native American now. But one of the tribes around here actually took that white buffalo in and is, handling with very great respect, because there were people, like a lot of looky-loos out on the highway trying to find this white buffalo and stuff. Like it was a very protective thing. So there is this responsibility to, it's almost like the prophecy, the prophecy of the white buffalo. Looking that up if you want more information about it. Looking up what does this prophecy of the white buffalo mean. And the white buffalo woman, yes, carries great meaning. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it just lets you know change is coming, because when the tower falls, there's no choice but to change. But because my dogs were barking and let me know, oh, there's a collective message that needs to come through today, it's like we have a heads up to these changes. So it doesn't need to be this big catastrophic thing. If we heed the warning or heed the call to make certain changes, become more responsible for our own lives, it's going to be different for each of us. So it's not even just one thing we need to do. It's just tuning in, maybe taking that day off or just kind of time out to really tune in. How can I better my life? How can I take more responsibility for my own energy in this matrix or, greater reality here? How can I take more responsibility to make my life count, make my life, have the most impact for myself and others as I can, and then find ways to make that happen. All right. So took some professional steps this week. Would like to know if anything comes next career-wise, please. And thank you. Peace and light to everyone here. That's exciting, Rosie. Let's find out. Let's tune in for you. For professional steps, if anything comes next career-wise, what's coming next career-wise in alignment with Rosie's true spirit? 801, something's moving very quickly. There might even be a quick travel or trip or news coming from distant places. This could be an email, this could be a phone call, this could be a video conference, but it's from a distance, at least over water, if not a greater distance. You're getting news of something, but this news is very positive, very purposeful, something you're really excited about, specifically where your career is concerned. Professional steps, anything that comes next. What's coming next? You might even be moving. If not literally, it's like you're moving up or you're moving away from something, but it has more purpose or meaning or passion for you. And then the Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning, a new opportunity. So there's going to be an opportunity possibly offered, news coming in, being offered an opportunity because of these steps you've taken that's going to take you to the next level career-wise, or that next step, that next logical step for you. But it feels like something very, very grounded in reality. So this isn't just maybe someday. No, this is like happening very soon, very soon. As a result of the work you put in, the steps you've already taken. Queen of Cups. So trust your intuition. If this feels like a good fit, opportunity-wise, if this feels like something you want to do, then do it. And then what was I saying about possibly across water? We've got a ship on the water here, so there might be some travel involved. And the Eight of Wands also is a travel card. So there might be a quick trip, some travel, or if this isn't literal travel, this could be just news coming to you from a distance, and then you're giving news to other people or communicating back and forth, correspondence from a distance. And I don't know if this career move also could be you maybe working part-time from home and then part-time at a place or something, because there's balance here. And to me, like commuting or travel or having to go in for work, the balance or counterbalance to that would be being able to also work from home. There might be something like that going on. Anything else Rosie needs to know about this career move? Next steps in career for Rosie, tuning into Rosie's true spirit. And we have here 10 of Swords and 10 of Wands. Okay, so you're closing something out. So something has to crumble and fall. And I think part of, because we were getting into your reading and I was kind of waiting for your question, a lot of that Tower moment is you taking responsibility, not like you've done anything wrong or you're not good enough. No. But it's like you're taking responsibility to step into a career that feels more purposeful for you because you can make a greater impact in the world in some way, even if it just feels good to you. Like you may think of your job as, well, I don't know if I'm really making a difference in the world. But if it makes you feel purposeful and passionate, then you are making a big step to take your life in a better direction that's going to actually change the world for the better. But there are some cycles and things you're closing out. And, not going to lie, this is heavy energy here. But that doesn't mean the next step in your career is heavy. It's almost like the steps leading up to it. It's more like personal life stuff that's closing out. And, things are going on in your personal life that you are kind of maybe cutting cords with or moving away from. Could even be a physical move. Yeah, you know me. Yeah, you're right. Let's get some more information for Rosie about what are these, what's closing out. Magician and Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, you're definitely moving away. But this is the Knight of responsibility as well. So that word, that theme responsibility is so thick here. And then the Magician, it's about being responsible for your own magic, your own gifts, your own talents, your own what it is you're creating in this world. And you have just as much right and also responsibility to have abundance and happiness and joy in your life as anyone else. So it's like you're allowing yourself even the responsibility to play and learn things, even if they don't exactly pertain to your career. It's like you just feeling like a fulfilled human being is going to make your career even better because you're feeling fulfilled on a personal level. And I think that's where this crumble and fall energy is, because on maybe certain personal levels, you're feeling a little unfulfilled, a little overburdened, stressed out, just feeling like certain elements of your life could use some dusting off, some purging, decluttering, energetic restoration. I mean, who doesn't? But yeah, you're like cleaning house on certain personal life things that are going to also bump up your career. So closing statements for Rosie's career, anything else she needs to know about the next steps in career. And then Knight of Cups. Yeah, so you're definitely moving toward a career, even if it's at the same career you've already been at. But it just, again, feels more fulfilling, emotionally fulfilling. You feel a sense of purpose. You're excited to get up every day and do the job at hand. But let's just get another message from this deck before we close out. Any other things Rosie needs to know about next step in career? Lioness with protection. I love this card here. And the number 21 here, that's like collaboration or coming together. So your spirit team, whoever or whatever that looks like for you, is coming together to protect you as you make any shifts or changes, close out those old cycles with this kind of old stagnant energy. And this can even be like, if you are leaving a job behind, per se, you can, do a big cleanse, a big clearing, a big cord removal of certain coworkers or certain situations at work that felt really burdensome or just overwhelming to you. And the Lioness card, this really is about protecting your own energy or having responsibility over your own energy. If certain things feel too heavy at work or while you're, having certain jobs or certain coworkers, it is your responsibility to protect your energy. Collide! Oh my goodness! I just timestamped for you. Actually won our drawing last live stream, but I didn't do the reading because I completely spaced it. So I just did it for you, like right before this reading I'm doing right now. And I did a little bit of a kind of collective reading right before Rosie's reading here, but your reading is right before that. So if you kind of scroll back, you won a reading. We pulled your name out of the drawing hat on Wednesday, and I'm just got to do it today because I completely spaced doing it. Right as I closed my laptop on the last live stream, I'm like, no, I didn't do Collite's reading. Yes, Collite, you won. All right, one more card for Rosie. Just anything else? Collapse is an easy chair, right? Anything else for Rosie? Next on the horizon for career. Beaver with work. Yes, you're putting in that effort. You're putting in that work. You're taking action. You're ready to make something happen in your work, and you're closing certain things out and taking that responsibility to protect your own energy. So that's really beautiful. I love it, Rosie. Thanks again for your lovely donation. And it's always a pleasure to read for you, my dear. All right. So I think we have run out of donations. We've given away all our free readings. We did, Arjun, hello. We did a bunch of free readings at the beginning, and then we just did our giveaway, and we just did our drawing. So we're all out of freebies for today. But if you did want to donate, I can totally take care of your question before we go today. But if you were just kind of wanting to hang out for the free stuff, we already did all that today. But I will be back again Wednesday next week. And we're going to be doing a free pick a card. We're going to get back on the pick a card train. And then Friday of next week, I will not be live because my mom's going to be in town for kind of the end of the school year activities. So I'm going to be taking that day off to hang out with my mom. But I will be back again the following Wednesday. And I think that's still the amended schedule, meaning 11 a.m. Mountain Time. But after that week, so after the week of the 7th, so it'll be the week of the 14th? I think 14th will be that Friday. So Wednesday the 12th, I might be wrong on the date, but give or take a day or two on that day. June 12th-ish, I will be returning back to the Wednesday evening schedule, which I greatly prefer. I don't know, there's something about meeting in the evening as it's starting to get dark and just like, I don't know, I love it. I love hanging out with you guys, and it feels like we can hang out longer because I'm not rushed to have to get off here, go eat lunch, and then go pick the kids up from school and all the things. I just feel like we got the evening to just allow ourselves to hang out, and I don't know, the vibe just hits different on Woo Woo Wednesday evenings. I don't know. Is it just me? I love it. I love you, Tanya. I love you. Oh, and you're most welcome, Rosie. It's always a pleasure. So yeah, that's going to do it for me, but happy weekend. Tanya, if you hadn't heard already, 21 Pilots album dropped last night at, I guess it was about 9 o'clock your time. I'm so excited. I've already listened to all the songs at least 4-ish times this morning, over and over and over again. And I'm probably going to start listening to them at the beginning yet again as I make my lunch and get on with my day. So yeah, summer, looking forward to it. Me too. It's going to be nice to slow down after sports ball season. We're down to only 2 sports, just baseball for both of the boys. But oh my gosh, having soccer, basketball, baseball, and Ryan coaching 3 of those 4 teams all at once was like, I know I wasn't coaching, but I still had to be involved, shuttling kids and being here and being there. It was a lot. Let's just say it was a lot. It was a lot. So I'm going to be kind of in burnout recovery mode at the beginning of summer. But yet at the same time, in certain ways, I'm already feeling it. I'm already feeling this level of motivation for just dusting off my own creativity and just having fun. And maybe even just kind of bumping my motivation by just getting started in a cabinet or a drawer or a closet around my house, just to let the spring season of just being busy and stacking things here or there, wherever they'll go, because we're so busy we can't completely, tend to the house. I just want to get things back in working, organized order around here. I'm so ready for that. I mean, I did clean this room and it's already kind of, the walls are closing in. So I can't wait to get back to some semblance of organization and flow around here that we haven't seen since probably early February, if I'm being honest. Yeah, but we're going to get it. We're going to get it going. All right, you guys, much love. Thanks again so much for all those likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see each and every one of you right back here at Harmony Portal Tarot Live. See you on Wednesday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time next week. Much love to all of you and have a wonderful, fabulous, lovely weekend. All right, you guys, bye.